Be careful. I am sharper than most. I will prick your mind and invigorate your intellect. I either turns up or turns on. There is no in between, no alternate direction. Stop trying to navigate me. I am one flip of the switch. I am go time. I am intrigue. I am the noun that fuels your curiosity. Who is she? Who is this person? This beautiful surprise, this low maintenance diva, this organized confusion of a specimen. Where did she come from? From which volcano did she erupt? Her lava is all over me. I cannot see past her glow. My temperature rises when she is near, and when she is here, I feel her heat. What is she made of? What cloth is she cut from? The texture, the fabric, the pattern. It's anciently modern in every way. It's unforeseen. No one was ready for this person, place, thing. No one was ready for her or anything she had to bring. Her crown, her scepter, and her baggage neatly packaged in whatever it is royalty carries these days. No one was ready for a queen with emotions and a past and even a future. No one was interested in her imperfections or humanity because the expectation was perfection. No one wanted to carry her crown on the days her head lay weary because no one believed she got weary. No one wanted this dream come true. They all wanted a fairy tale, this person that doesn't even exist, a figment. No one wanted this reality, this dream come true. She is 3D, 4D, HD, live. She's all the way live. And this queen, she ain't no sellout. Not to her or her sister. No matter how real the shade gets, you will never catch me tearing my queens down. So come on, queen. We got a community to build. There's a enough hate to overcome, and there's plenty for us to rule. So come on. Let's build this community. Let's keep one another sharp. Let's prick some minds. Let's invigorate this intellect. Let's rule this world together. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I said, what's up? I had to bring it back. Bring it all the way back. As my son likes to say, I am the Queen Fierce. And you are tuned into the Queen Network right here on A Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. What's up? That's my Tony. Checking in with me right now. We are all the way live here in the A Radio studios. Philly is finally at the helm. How are you, Philly?
I'm feeling good, Queen. How are you?
I'm feeling all right with myself. I mean, I'm in here. I made it.
Right, indeed.
Y'all know how it go.
Indeed.
I lived that whole life before I get here in the wee hours before I get here. Just to bring you authentic content each and every Queen Crush Wednesday. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, this is for you. This is for you. So make sure you are sharing the video. If you're catching me on Facebook, if you're catching me on YouTube, it only takes 2 seconds. Hit the share button because I don't know. I might have a word today. I don't know for real. But if you are connected with other queens, especially other Black queens who need a little bit of positivity in their life, then share, because let's build this community. Let's rule this world together. I say it each and every show. This is not just my platform, this is our platform. So if you or someone you know caters to the queens, you need to be to the left of me. As you can see, I'm solo today. It's me and my roses. Aren't these roses beautiful? So I got these roses about a week ago before my birthday, which was nice, a pleasant surprise. But I really like the way that they have continued to open up over the last week. This is earth sign shit that you're witnessing right now. I'm about to really go in on these flowers so that the petals are like just starting to drop. You can just find beauty all around you. So I brought these today because they are just a reminder of how thoughtful people can be, Monica, and how beautiful things are even in the midst of chaos. So here we are, the Queen Network, here to educate, motivate, celebrate, and elevate the everyday queen that is you and it is me. We are connecting queens consciously. Yes, we are. That's what we're doing. So I don't know, the way my brain is set up right now, these downloads that I get, y'all, is like I feel like I have so many ideas and nothing in my hands right now is making me a little anxious because the things that I want to create for y'all are like, but we going to get there. We are going to get there. Want to give a great big shout out to my sponsor, the almighty New Voices for Reproductive Justice. I am just so grateful for them. They are amazing. They are a nonprofit organization that is based in Pittsburgh. A little birdie told me that the CEO is now has now made home Philadelphia home base. So they will be continuing to grow here, and I'm super excited to be partnering with them in upcoming projects. And as they continue to sponsor the Queen Network, they are an organization that fights for the reproductive rights, especially for brown women and girls in the Pittsburgh, Ohio, and Philadelphia areas. And with everything that is going on in politics right now and the decisions that are being made about our bodies that we don't have a say over, it is important to have somebody on the front lines that knows the issues backwards and forwards that can fight for you when the time comes, or continuously while you're sleeping, while you don't even know that you need this kind of protection until one day you actually need it. So thank you for the work that you do, New Voices. Thank you to their founder and CEO, Latasha D. Mates, and we're looking forward to their 16th year. If you would like more information on how you can volunteer or donate, make sure you visit New Voices Pittsburgh, newvoicespittsburgh.org, or you can follow them on Instagram at New Voices, the number 4RJ. You can follow them on Instagram at New Voices 4RJ. Okay, come on in, come on in the room. Yes, because we want to talk about some things today. Come on. You know, it only takes one. Okay. Is there not one? Is there not one? I do the same thing for 1 cent or 1,000. I promise you this. You're gonna get the same Queen Fierce. And yes, Philly gave me a little clip, so I wanted to keep the hymn going. You, come on. Yes, come on in. Come on in and join us today. So if you are joining us, I guess I need to bring up the Facebook Live. But if you are joining us by way of YouTube or by way of Facebook, make sure you comment So I know that you're here. Yeah, I can't know that you're here if I don't see you. But I love to engage with you. And I feel like today is going to be one of those days of great engagement. If you have any topics, you can just throw them on out there. And oh, look at me live and everything on the Facebook with one comment. Yes. Hey, comment. Okay. So, yeah. And so if you have topics, you can just drop them either on the Facebook Live or you can drop them on the YouTube Live because I'm checking out both of them. And Adrienne popped on. And Peach popped on. Hey, Peach, how you doing today? Peach of you checking me out. Speaking of which, I want to thank everybody for all of the birthday wishes. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. I'm overwhelmed. You know what? This year really seemed like a very affirming year. People's wishes were truly genuine. I received some of the best birthday wishes from people that I didn't even know I had any kind of impact or place in their life. So just to know, I got a lot of like it just made me feel good as you should feel good on your birthday. But it made me feel good in a different type of way. I feel like there were years where I was kind of counting like, oh, how many people are going to say happy birthday? How many posts did I get on my wall? And this year it was more so about like, damn, is that how you feel? Thank you. I appreciate you. So you guys had some really heartwarming and affirming things. And we're going to move into affirmations in a little bit because I want to write some affirmations and hopefully you'll write some affirmations with me today. But just being able to hear those things because some days are easier than others. Let me say that. Some days you just don't feel like the get up and go, or you get so caught up in your routines, your 9 to 5, you're taking care of the kids, your things that you are obligated to or have obligated yourself to, that the dreams part, the visions part, sometimes gets put to the back burner. So I have been being intentful about making sure my dreams don't get put to the back burner, even though I'm feeling like I'm not. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I think because I haven't quite produced anything yet. Like I said, I want to see something in my hands, but I'm working. I know I'm working. I'm constantly creating the ideas. I call them downloads. The downloads that I get, they truly are like I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all to see it. But in order for y'all to see it, I have to have time to produce it. So that's where I'm at right now. Thanks for joining us, Adrian. Yeah, so I had a beautiful birthday. Thanks for joining us, LaMonica. Thank you for everyone who's just jumping on and making comments to make my day a little bit brighter. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, so beautiful birthday. I want to give a special shout out to Squad. Okay. So my last birthday post, I had to I just had to share with y'all. Oh yes, I had to share all those pictures because it was a picture taking birthday. So nobody has Squad like mine. The Shayna Williams and the Maya Don made their way to New York in the snowstorm. to celebrate my birthday at Rose Mansion. And we stayed overnight in a pretty swanky hotel. It was really lovely. I just feel like, oh, this is grown and sexy. But you know what was weird? And Babe went to. Thanks, Babe. Babe bought me a beautiful cake. Did y'all see it in this beautiful cart right here? These roses and things. I need to start. Come on in the room and let's have a beverage. I know I didn't crack the wine, but that was because how do I do this? That was because I I put a little something in my cup. That's why. So I had, you know, I know I got a little more something than that. Oh, I'll tell y'all every time my authentic self. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what's going on with this. But yeah, so I got a little something in my cup today. I mean, I figured I could be a little less, since I don't have anybody to the left of me or anything like that. But I did bring the wine for aesthetics. Okay. Hey, Ranita. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Ranita. She says she appreciates us more. Okay, Philly with the Dr. Pepper. Do you know that's like my second top favorite soda? What? Philly is in the stew with a 2 liter. I'm not supposed to be telling her business like this. She got a 2 liter Dr. Pepper, and I feel like I haven't been this excited since my birthday. So, thank you so much, Ranina and LaMonica. That's right. Shout out to the day ones. Okay, some Queen. Oh, going on in here. Happy birthday to me. That Dr. Pepper we was talking about just exploded everywhere. I think it felt my energy. They had to be it because why it was just sitting there chilling. Why would the Dr. Pepper explode like that? Okay, so there's that. So yes, Rose Mansion was cute. We took lots and lots of photos, and of course we drank rose, and then we had dinner at the infamous Dallas BBQ. Yes, I got them henny wings, and I also had a henny colada. And so if you ever go to Dallas BBQ and have the henny colada, just know that it is going to sneak up on you. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Maybe because also they gave us the wrong drink first, so we was kind of like sipping on that, and then I had the henny colada. It was just a whole thing on top of the 8 samples of rosé. It was a whole thing. So I never made it back out after dinner. It was pretty late for old lady time since I'm an old lady now, but it wasn't late for New York time because when in New York. But yeah. It went down. It went down. And then the next day we just all parlayed in the hotel lobby until it was time to go. Bought some cheesecake and went home. Gotta visit juniors when you go to NYC. So thank you, everyone. And then to come home and spend time with my family. My brother treated me to dinner at Davio's. It was my first time at Davio's. It's an Italian steakhouse, and it was quite lovely. Very delicious steak. It was very nice. It's probably the only time of year I really eat steak, but whenever I eat steak or make a choice to eat steak, I like to have the filet, a filet mignon. He says, order whenever you want. And then he gets the bill and was like, ooh, damn. Well, you said order whatever I want. But anyway, he know how we do because I'll do it for him too. So thank you, little brother. Many more birthday celebrations to happen. I want to do something with community, with friends. So I just need somebody to volunteer to watch my kids. Okay. then there's that. But yeah, I do plan on like making more appearances this year. I feel like the kids like really hit me in the house. But y'all seen me, right? Because you see me, you see me. Okay, I'm on here and I'm talking to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. An abundance of thanks. I love you all. Hey, Queen Camilla. Thank you so much for checking in with us over here on the Facebook Live. I got everything going. The YouTube Live, the Facebook Live. So while y'all are on here, make sure you're dropping your comments and dropping your topics that you want us to kind of parlay about today and talk about a little bit. So earlier on the social media, because I'm still doing that, I did say that if you reposted and shared about the Queen Network today, you would get your great big shout out on air. I did do some reposts today, but this will lead right into my very special thank you to the Erica Williams, who was live in the studio last week. And little sis, she was off camera, but she did my hair this week for my birthday. I don't know if y'all can peep, but if you like look in the back and stuff, you can actually see the parts. And if you know me, I be starting to freeform a little bit because I don't be doing my hair like that. So here I am with my hair together. Y'all see how it's laying? The hair is laying. Don't say it ain't laying because it's laying. So thank you, little sis. Little sis did my hair. Um, yeah, and she did a great job. She actually just Natalia, I think her name is. She just texted me to see when I wanted to retwist. I'm like, let me live this life first, and then we can get the retwist popping. So I do like the way it's laying though. It feels good. It's great. Feel all right with myself. Thank you. Philly said, look nice. I know it must be all right. I'm a poet. You didn't know it and all that. So, anyway, Erica Williams, she was here in the stew last week. She's the author of The Untold Truth. Yes, I want some of my favorite soda. Thank you for asking. Can they? Oh, absolutely not. She try and give my baby soda. That will go straight to their system. You know, I don't drink soda, especially I don't drink no dark soda. Child, she tried to have my kids up all night. I was going to send them right over to Auntie Philly's. Anyway, so y'all keep interrupting me while I'm talking about Erica Williams. So she wrote The Untold Truth. Um, doing well on Amazon, but we had quite the conversation last week. I don't know if y'all peeped, but we was on for like 2 hours, I think. Thank you. What's in here? What's it like? I watched her pour it, y'all. It's okay. It's out in here. Ooh, I had to take a pause for the clothes on that one. Ooh, that's all right. Okay. Um, So yeah, untold truth. So we were actually here for the primary purpose of talking about her upcoming event, which is on this coming Sunday. Her empowerment mixer. Her empowerment mixer. So I just want to give you all of the details and accuracy. You will just give me a hot moment to look that thing up for you. I think it's on my story though. Her empowerment mixer, the tickets are $10 on Eventbrite or $15 at the door. It is this Sunday, January 26th. I am fervently making an appearance. It's going to be my intention to make an appearance. Starts at 4 p.m. It is at 818 Baltimore Avenue. So I believe that is in Lansdowne. This actually says the same zip code as mine, 19082. There'll be food, there'll be drinks, there'll be speakers, there'll be fun, there'll be vendors. So yeah, she said when we were talking about it last week why she decided to do this event, um, that she went to a networking event and it was nothing like how she expected it to be, which was sisterhood and women encouraging other women. And she said it was just like more like a party and some hating. And I just feel like if you're a queen and you're networking, you want to see the other queens shine too. Well, that's at least what the Queen Network is about. So I would like to be in support of this event for the vision she has for what a women's networking event is supposed to be. So make sure you check her out. That's this Sunday. I'm pretty sure the links are in her bio. That's at e.marie._, e.marie._ on Instagram. And she's Erica Williams, Erica spelled with a C, on Facebook. So make sure you check her out and just support the young queen. I am, last week, she kept saying like how inspired she was by me and how my energy was so dope and how it just made her want to do more. And I'm just looking at her like, do you know how on fire you are right now and what you're doing for my energy? So I'm just grateful to be connected with a like-minded young queen. They made me feel old, but only because they're they're young. I know I'm not old, guys. I'm not old for real, not yet, anyway. But things like the technology and forgetting how old I am and stuff like that makes me feel old. But hanging out with a young queen with a like-minded intentions and soul and drive, that doesn't make me feel old. And I'm so super proud of her, and I'm excited for what this event is going to bring and what it's going to mean to a community of queens. Next on the shout out list, hey, we have the Tony of Global Mindset. Yes, I'm wearing Tony today. Who are you wearing? I'm wearing Tony. You know what, Tony? We should just call these Tony. Who are you wearing? Tony. Right? Tony. What should we call it? She wants to call it Global Mindset. So that's what it is. And somebody asked me about these earrings today. There's not a time where I wear one of Global Mindset's pieces that somebody does not ask me if I made it or where did it come from. And usually, if I made it, leads to where it came from. So make sure you are checking out the Tony of Global Mindset. She's Global Mindset Lifestyle on Instagram. And to buy her pieces and participate in the raffles and all the things that she has going on, collaborations, which have been amazing, collaborating with other artists and models and photographers to showcase her wearable art, has been a amazing name in the new year. It is the new year. What's the new name? Why am I just finding this out? I'm gonna say I'm wearing Tony. Who are you wearing? Tony. Don't you like it? I feel like it's a thing, right? Philly is saying, yeah, we're gonna take a vote. That, yes, thanks for listening your IGs. If you want to look at the products, go to shop.gml on Instagram. If you want to check out the artwork and the collaborations, make sure you check out Global Mindset Lifestyle on Instagram. Who are you wearing, Tony? Topic of the night: how do you ask a queen on a date? Wow, I'm already getting topics. Okay. How to date a queen. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is a loaded question. How do you how do you ask a queen on a date? And so maybe some of my viewers can chime in on this. I guess I can talk about how I'd like to be asked on a date since I'm a queen. Am I blushing? Did you see, do you see me? Am I blushing? Because I'm talking about queens and dates. Okay. So let me sip to this because I feel like we're about to get into it. So the question is, how do you ask me out on a date since I'm a queen? I don't know. I feel like you just ask. I like um I like authenticity. So I don't want anything that's like made up or far out or it's just like obviously not you or who you are. Um Definitely pay attention to the interest. I mean, as a queen, I know what I like. There's not too much out here that I don't like or wouldn't try, but that's not to say that every queen isn't like that. So I would say really pay attention and you would want to talk to that person. I feel like for a while, like get to know them a little bit. Like you go out on dates to get to know a person, but I feel like should have some conversation with them before you actually go out. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time and a waste of money. With you'll go out and find out that person, that queen is like not the type of queen that you thought she was. So um to ask a queen like myself out on a date, I would just say be authentic, be your real self, be your actual self, because that's the person who I would want to get to know. And it could be low key. I mean, I like fancy stuff, but I like low key stuff too. I am like this comes into paying attention to who the queen is. So like how I have my flowers here today. I'm an earth sign, so I like outdoorsy type stuff. Maybe not so much now cuz I'm a winter baby. I can stand the cold, but I don't particularly like it. Um, but I love stuff like stargazing and watching the moon and sitting out in the grass and taking walks through Valley Green, like that kind of stuff. Now, that's a really, to me, a low key kind of date, but you would have to know that I like that kind of stuff. I also like high key stuff like indoor skydiving and skating, which I haven't done in years, or, you know, taking long drives just to go to a movie, like stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm just gonna, ride to DC right quick and watch the show, like stuff like that. So I think it really comes down to knowing who the queen is. And in order to do that, you have to talk to them and have conversation, learn a little bit about them so you know what kind of date to ask them on. And just make it authentic. Like, hey, do you want to hang out? People be going through the most, and it don't have to be the most. So that's my thoughts on that. I mean, is anybody like agree or disagree or have anything else they want to add? What's the best way that you've ever been asked out on a date? Or what's the best way that you've asked someone out on a date? Because to me, I feel like you just ask. What's the worst that can happen? Somebody say no. Queens want to go out on dates, despite what you think. Queens want to go out on dates. We need a little bit of balance. Not a little bit of balance, a lot of balance. We need balance. And so, in most cases, queens are taking care of everything and so much, and the mind is swirling and twirling, and they're creating while they're working a 9 to 5. And sometimes you just need to be whisked away. I do like that kind of stuff, being whisked away. Tony said, don't say, and I quote, WYD, what you doing? Or what's up? That is definitely irking. I will say that. I'll be like, what you mean? What you mean what I'm doing? I'm minding my business. Like that kind of so if you want to say stuff like that, like get ready for a real queen's response. That's all. Um, yeah, because what you mean what I'm doing? I'm doing what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about why you worried about what I'm doing. Now that's my response. But you know, every queen is not like that. No. No. So, or what's up? Sometimes those little what's up texts, I don't even answer them because what else I'm gonna say besides nothing? What kind of conversation can you derive from that? What's up? Nothing. Oh, okay. And some people really respond like that. Like if you initiate an interaction with me, like you initiate it, don't expect me to carry it. Like it we have to engage each other, but you don't start engagement with what's up. Oh, now that's an inappropriate response. Tony said, I'm booked and busy. That's right. You want me to pencil you in? Because that's what it's going to take. That's what it takes to go out with a queen. Expect to get penciled in. Everybody don't like that either. So sometimes you have people that ask you out and you're like, oh, let me, check the calendar, or I need to pencil you in, or like, what's good for you so I can see if it lines up. And then it's like a turn off for whoever that person is. Like, well, you all busy. You ain't got time for me anyway. You better appreciate that I'm making time because I could definitely be spending and creating and making this time with someone else and definitely not having this lame ass interaction that I'm having right now. So there's that. Booked and busy. That's an appropriate response. I'll take it. So C writes agrees. She says authenticity is everything. Oh, Adrian is taking it there today. So hey, let me let me drink to this because I told you I knew this was Peach just wanted to start some trouble. I'm Text me later, Pierce. You just wanted to start some trouble on my show today. I see what's happening here. Cause now we got Adrian asking why queens won't ask us out on a date. So excuse me while I sip. Who says that queens don't ask us out on dates? Who says that? They don't? It's a lot of Philly looks confused. Philly looks confused. She says that queens don't ask us out on dates. Um, I mean, I have. Yes. They don't believe me. They don't, yeah, it's fine. They don't believe me that I would ask someone out on a date. Yes, I have. So let's take it all the way back. I'm about to tell you all a story. I'm about to go back on memory lane. For my prom, okay, I asked this guy who did not go to my school. He went to my church, actually. I asked him to go on prom with me. It started there. It started there. And you know what he said? No. And you know what? I went to prom and was prom queen. So I didn't need a date. And that's basically how I lived my life. I'm gonna be queen regardless. Whether I ask you, you ask me, I'll still get the crown. Yes. Next. Anything else? So I don't know. Camilla says that she has to be really interested because she's a bomb dater. And there you have it. I mean, I think that if someone holds your attention enough and maybe it's not, I mean, funk that. You just get to a point in your life where you're just like, it's either going to be what it is or it ain't. Holla, guess. You want to go out? What you want to do? You want to eat something? Let's go look at some stars. Don't you like the stars? That's how I that's how I am. If I feel like it's not gonna like I mean because okay, especially when in the dating scene, right? That person may not have the same personality you have. Some people are still like introverted or really withdrawn or are afraid of rejection. So why not? Sometimes it might be up to you to make the other person feel comfortable enough to go out. And it's not, because like they're not feeling you. It's just because they don't have that like they may have experienced I believe all things lead back to the history of reinforcement. So if something has happened to them in the past that would discourage them from asking in the future, that's most likely what's going to happen. But that's me thinking from my behaviorist perspective because, like I'm a behaviorist. So everybody has their own thing. But yeah, I mean, I've asked people out. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. Peach says she thinks she scared everyone. She never get asked out. Are you asking people out? First you ask how you ask a queen out. Now you like you never get asked out. Are you asking people out? I mean, I just think that if you don't get asked out, it's not always you. Or, personalities clash. I I don't know. Everything always depends on, to me, the type of person. Like I can't really say things for general sake because it depends on that person's personality or interest and how it meshes with who you are. And sometimes there I don't know if y'all get into astrological stuff, but sometimes I find some truth in that. Like some people just shouldn't mesh, but y'all be trying it anyway. I know I have. I remember when I said for like 10 years that I would never date another Libra. And then what happened? I ended up dating another Libra. And then what happened after that? I almost killed it. So, I mean, I just should have listened to myself and stayed with myself and my thoughts where I was at. Peach says she's a beautifully crazy person. And then Note says she's a Cancer. So, I mean, already that's X marks the spot for me because I'm not, now I'm like, I don't know why I dated a Cancer. I knew that I never wanted to date a Cancer. And then I was like, oh, it's a third person. Let me try. No, you knew from the beginning that Cancers and Capricorns just probably shouldn't be a thing. No, no. Cancers and Capricorn shouldn't be a thing. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. First of all, so Philly's like, why? Why shouldn't Cancers and Capricorns be a thing? So when you take the Capricorns are sometimes interpreted as cold and distant, but even though we can be highly emotional beings, Cancers are just highly emotional beings, and they are completely involved in whatever emotion they are feeling in the moment. And if a Capricorn does not express like the same energy or feeling in the way that the Cancer is expressing, like if a Cancer is devastated, you need to be devastated too. Okay. If the Cancer is passing out in the street, you need to be running to go catch them. Like, oh my God, why you? It's just it's dramatics, and I don't hear the I can't. I don't even know what to say. I can't even complete any sentences regarding Cancers and Capricorns. I can't do it, and I say I should have known because my brother is a Cancer. And I mean, I know family relations is much different than romantic relations, but when you talk about like the type of energy that people bring, and me and my brother sometimes it's just like this, and he's dramatic and he's extra. I mean, I love him because he's my brother. So I have to, and he's a thorough human being, which most Cancers are, I feel like. Thorough human beings. But all that like extra stuff, they are some of the most extra people I have ever met in my life. And I just can't be involved or bothered. Don't laugh at me, Camilla. See right. Don't laugh at me. Um C. Wright says certain queens like certain kinds of vibes, and you connect with who you connect with. She feels about Libras the same way. Oh, wait, maybe I feel about Libra. She says stranger danger. Yes, because that first Libra, that pretty much, I was like, oh, I'm never dating a Libra again. And then what I do, go and date a Libra again. Why would I? Why would I? Now, Aries, they some of the smoothest people you will ever meet. Coolest people, ain't got no worries. But when that temper hit, my other brother is the Aries. When that when that hit, watch out. Because they burning everything down. Peace says are there are astrological compatible. So they do say that. They do say that Cancers and Capricorns are astrologically compatible. I just don't believe that. I don't, and maybe it's the Aquarian side of me. So for those of you who don't know, I'm born right on the cusp of Aquarius. So I think I'm going with Aquaricorn right now because I didn't realize like my babe calls me an Aquarian all the time, and I'm like I'm a Capricorn to our DIE Capricorn because I was born on this side, but Aquarius starts the day after my birthday, and I was born at night, so I'm like closer to Aquarius than Team Cat. That's right, Philly rocking with me. Team Capricorn. I've been Team Cap all my life. Babe wants to change it, but I might be a little Aquaricorn. I don't know because I do have my Aquarian. So I was like, well, maybe I need to read up on this like Aquarius thing. Maybe I do have some Aquarian tendencies, but I'm Capricorn till I die. You see me, C rights. You see me, Philly. We holding it down. Queen Sandy, we in here. We running A radio. Capricorns is running A radio, whether you like it or not. That's it. Yes, the beginning and the end, whether you like it or not. We're here. Oh, and the cusp of Leo. And don't even get me started about Leo. See, Rice, don't do it. Don't you date no Cancer. She talking about she never dated a Cancer. You don't want to. I promise you this. Don't do it. I'm just saying out loud on the microphone, live. Don't do it. I could tell. I could tell by the way you was like, ooh, why not? You was shaking in your space boots. Because you know everything I'm saying is true. That's why I don't do it. And Peach wanna talk about she on the cusp of Aquarius and not Aquarius, Cancer and Leo. Leo, not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. So, and this is another thing how I just learned over the years. My dad is a Leo, and the power struggles that have happened around. My mom is a Capricorn. Now, some things work. Barack Obama, Leo. Michelle Obama, Capricorn. It works, right? Seisha, Capricorn. Y'all, Leo. Power struggle. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. Not going to be able to do it. Thank you, C. Rights. I need you to trust me on this because I've done it. We did cancers. Cancers is so 2017. We're not doing that no more. Yeah, Leos. I ain't even. Oh yeah, I should have left the Libra back in 2000. Okay, so I'm at wait. That's like so back in 2000. I dated that. No, that couldn't have been so 2003. I dated that Libra. And then here I go 13 years later. Oh, maybe dating a Libra won't be that bad. Boom. No, absolutely not. You just gotta know you win some, you lose some. Learn from yourself. Learn from your experiences. Learn from the things that you've already been. I tell my daughter all the time because she'd be like, I don't know, I can't do it. I say, take the things that you already know to use it to figure it out. Take the things that you've already experienced to use it to figure it out. So why when I dated that Libra back in 2003, why I started dating this Libra in 2016 after I knew after all after I told myself for 13 years I wasn't dating no Libra. And then I did it and what? Everything I thought would happen. So that's the lesson of the day. Use what you already know to move forward and make decisions from there to figure it out. Use what you already know to figure it out. Queen Fierce has spoken. That's that way. Now I feel like now I'm like I might as well just go down the list. Oh my gosh, Taurus. We really going to talk about Taurus? Actually, Taurus are some of my best friends. I have dated Taurus, but I feel like sometimes we get into that Capricorn Leo thing, like who is more dominant. Like I'm not I'm not a dom in a relationship, right? But I have a dominant personality. I'm very assertive, even more so now in this stage of my life. So I'm not going to be that one to just be like, oh, let me settle down now. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. I need this and I need you to do this. What do you need me to do? And how can we make this happen? Like, that's where I'm at in life. Turns, Leos, they can't handle that. You have to be submissive in every way. I'm not going to be able to do it. Just, no, sorry. I'm lit tonight. See, right said I'm lit. I'm just here. I didn't know what this conversation was about to be like because I said I didn't show plan. I had wrote a couple things down that I knew I wanted to say, But I gotta give a shout out to Pierce for the topic because she got us talking about dating, and I feel like that's one thing that we don't really touch too much on here because we be really concentrating on celebrating the everyday queen and everything. But I mean, this is like, education. This is part of educating the everyday queen. Know your status and know your compatibility. And just know, take what you already know to figure it out. Yeah. Cancer is the best. What about Scorpio? So I'm dating a Scorpio right now. Wonderful human being. Y'all see these flowers? You see this wine? I like that. I like that. Okay. Thanks, babe. C Ray says she would never date another Taurus until she DIA or DIA. We'll see, because that's why I said about that Libra. And then 13 years later, here it comes. All right, Peach, you can rock Cancer as long as you want. I'm just saying I'm not completely convinced. Ranita said, "Don't start with the Libra stuff." Okay, with the QA with Queen Fierce at the bottom. Q and I just peeped. Y'all see it? You got some Q and A. Pop your comment right there. Yes, we are. I love this. I love this. I know we got started late. Yeah. Oh, it's a little war going on in the comments. In the comments. Yes, baby, turn my microphone off. I don't know what's going on there. Why is Peach so upset about Scorpios? I need to know. Why are you so upset about Scorpios? Don't be like that. Let me tell you about Scorpios. So Scorpio is another sign that I said. Is there a sign that I haven't dated? I wonder. Maybe Aries. No, there's got to be lots of signs that I didn't date. I don't think I dated Sagittarius. Um, but anyway, so I dated another Scorpio. I've had interactions with Scorpios before, but never really dated them. So the obvious true things that they say about Scorpios, like the obvious thing that they say about Scorpios, that's true. So those are the kind of interactions that I had with Scorpios. And then I actually tried to date one. Absolute, absolute jerk. Like one of the worst dating encounters I've ever had. So I just wasn't sure how this dating experience was going to go. And it's going all right. I mean, we have our ups and downs, but like we on the ups. Lots of communication, yo. Like an abundance of communication. And taking time to really learn each other. So when like after you pass the getting to know each other, you have to learn each other's habits and ways, what ticks the other person off, what buttons to push, not to push. Like it's a whole thing. Dating and being in a relationship is a whole thing. It does take it takes commitment. It takes effort. It takes intention and lots of communication. So there's so many times I can't even tell you how many times where I was like, "That's it. This is a wrap. Like overdone. Don't want to be bothered. Get out. Come back. Make sure you take your stuff." Like when I say it was so much happening before we got to this point, Doing all right for myself. Team Scorpio, I guess. Don't be like that, Peach. Peach mad about Scorpio. I don't even know why. Do I want to know why? Oh, right. Like the sign song. That's what I was thinking of. What are some signs that you haven't dated? I bet you I dated them. It's like, no. You know what? I'm kind of a serial dater too. Like I think I dated like 3 Tauruses. You know, I don't think I've ever dated another Capricorn. I always wondered like what that would be like. Like would it be like really like do you really like match because you know each other so well? Or would that be a disaster because they would just like absolutely get on your nerves? But I don't know. I don't think another Capricorn would get on my nerves. And I think that the debates would be hella healthy. Like we would be debating like like a mug, like if we had opposing views. But I also feel like Capricorns can be, I mean, I know that we're stubborn human beings, but also like very easygoing. So no, I'm not going to let it go if I'm right, but I'm also not going to bury you with it either. Like if I'm right, I'm just right. If you want to live your life being wrong, that's fine too. So there's that. So has anybody ever Scorpitarius? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These comments, they talking about I'm lit. These comments are lit. Is all I is all I gotta say. What about the Sagittarius? Wait, my ex trashed the one that came to your party. Oh, wasn't y'all married? What's going? Is this really happening on my live on the Queen Network? The scoop sips wine while she spills tea. Guess what, y'all? This ain't wine or tea. Don't be like that, Peach, and don't call people trash on my show. The one that came to my party. That's so personal. Well, is I mean, did you find that to be true across all Scorpios, or was it just that one particular person? Because people in general just have some like really fucked up ways. Like it don't matter what sign you are. Like if you're just like not a good person, like you don't have good intentions, it's a wrap. You know, so some people are just I always say people are people. Like you can take that sign stuff and throw it in the trash. You could take that like don't forget about your ascendant signs and and your moon signs and your planet signs and all that and what that's supposed to mean. But all that like upbringing, you know, religious background, company you keep, like all that stuff still affects the person that you are. So like, yeah, that sign can do something that's really messed up, but is it because they are that particular sign or is it because they're just a messed up person? Because there's some people out here that's just messed up, yo. Like, why are y'all like that? And Adrian want to talk about what about the Sagittarius? Now I could say that I haven't dated a Sagittarius. You know, there's I'm not going to even incriminate myself like that. I was about to say no, one's Sagittarius. They can get it, but no, I never had an interaction with one, but never dated one. Um, know some Sagittarius is people in the my daughter is a Sagittarius, y'all. So that's probably just a whole nother thing. I think I'm still working out the like what her how she lines up in all of this because right now that's my dominant interaction with. a Sagittarius. T Right says she never dated a Scorpio. Um, they are good people. I agree. They are great people. Actually, two of my best friends are Scorpios. I love birthday season. But again, it depends on the Scorpio. Yes, the smile is on my face. And PJ Scorpitarius. So is that the next sign after Scorpio, Sagittarius? Like when you start from the yeah, I think so. She calls it Scorpitarius, like I said, Capricorn. They crazy people though. Right. See, Ray says she always wondered about Capricorn and Capricorn. Is there anybody who's ever dated their own sign? Because I feel like that's what it would be like. Like, Adrian, have you ever dated another Aries? Or Peach, have you ever dated another Cancer? Now I can't keep up with the comments. Y'all crazy. Peach never dated a Capricorn, Gemini, or Aquarius. Never dated a Cancer, Aquarius, or Capricorn. Let go of your feelings to where Cancers. No, I'm taking that to the grave. I ain't doing it. Virgo. So I just learned that my ascending sign is in Virgo. And that's probably why I love Virgos so much. I feel like their personalities really align with Capricorns. Yeah. I mean, they have their ways, but that's probably because Capricorn has their ways. But if see, right, if you want to date somebody, go with a Virgo. I would say that. I enjoyed my dating experiences with Virgos. Adrian, what you saying yes to? I tried to do that. Then I'm meet a Gemini or Aries. We're just not compatible. Leave them Geminis alone. They don't know what they want. Leave them Geminis alone. Okay. And Pete says she loved Virgos too. Who else is on here? No. Had the same birthday and they sucked because they're nothing like you. See what I mean? So Peach said that she actually dated someone who's the same sign as her. But they were nothing like her. So that's why I say it has a lot to do with the type of person that person is. Because you could talk all this sign stuff, but if it don't align, let it fly. Let it go. Sometimes you gotta let it go. It's another love TKO. Every now and again, I just gotta sing that to myself. Not even to myself. I be singing out loud. Sometimes you gotta let it go. Let it go. It's another love TKO. Let that thing go. The refinement is in the alignment. And if it don't align, get it out of here. I just pray. I can't believe that those same seven people are just like still watching. I can't believe y'all. This was a really interesting conversation, y'all. Thank you so much for making my live live because I didn't know what today was going to be like. So me and the guests, I am still arranging guests. I thought I had somebody locked in for today, but we confirmed a little late. So we got that pushed back for next week. So I do have a guest lined up for y'all for next week and in the upcoming weeks. But this is fun. Every now and again, I get to check in with you guys because it's been a while since I've been solo in the stew. Oh, that's what we should have called it today. Solo in the stew. Next time. So I like checking in with y'all. I love reading the comments. I love getting your interactions. I'm glad this was one of these kind of days and y'all didn't leave me hanging. But I always say this, my followers are few but mighty. Y'all make me feel like, hey, or how they do it now? The whoa, right? That's Sonny Dance. When she first did that, I was like, what is that? What are you doing? And why are you doing it? So I'm never, because I'm old now. So I have no idea what's going on anymore. Yeah. So, I mean, she's 8. She knows everything. And I'm 30 years older than her. And I know nothing. I know some things. I know a lot of things, but apparently I don't know what she knows and she doesn't know what I know. And together, apparently, we know everything. So anyway, she came home one day and started doing the whoa. And I was like, whoa. I don't know what that is, sis, but do it again. Make mama proud. Y'all, I can't wait to catch y'all up on all the photos and videos and stuff that I take of the kids. But you know, y'all know how it go when you go this route. You can't always share everything, but just know I'm that mom. My phone has like 12,000 pictures and videos in it. So I'm that mom, but I can't share everything on social media. Um, but I'm grateful every day. We do a gratefulness practice and we talk about the things that we're grateful for. And I make sure I let them know that I am so grateful for them and grateful that they are in my life. And they in turn do say that they are grateful for me too. So I mean, it's a match made in heaven. Love my little family. And they really be rocking with me, y'all. I know like a lot of people take the approach that, you know, kids should be seen and not heard, or you the parent, you the boss, you just do, you just do and they supposed to do it. But I appreciate my kid, like I appreciate my kids staying late with me at the studio. Not that they really have a choice for real, because trust me, if one of y'all would watch them, they would be there. But I let them know that I do appreciate them just rocking with mommy sometime. I know it's hard. Y'all kids, you know what I mean? You don't always want to be in the studio, or you don't always want to just be sitting around. They are in there watching YouTube. Auntie Philly do be taking care of them on the low. But I appreciate that. And so instead of saying, sorry, mommy kept you out so late, I let them know I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And they be rocking with mommy's dream for real. They don't know the vision yet. They don't know the dreams yet, but they some riders. Kids are so resilient. Kids are just resilient human beings. Thank you, Cash, for checking in with us right now. Um, Resilient human beings, and these are some of the most resilient human beings I've ever met. And I'm just, every day I thank God for trusting me with this life, because I have no idea. I never know what I'm doing for real. I'm literally am just making it up as I go along. But sometimes, that's the best way until you find your way. And that's what it is. So it's me and them against the world. Um, I hear a lot like happening out there. So I kind of think maybe it's time for me to close out. But before we do that, I just want to again thank everybody who tuned in today and commented. Y'all gave me my life a little bit. Thank you, Tony and Ranita and LaMonica, and everybody who commented. I mean, everybody who tuned in that didn't have time to write a comment. Make sure you are sharing this video. Thank you so much, Cash. I appreciate you. Thank you, Peach and Adrian and C Rights, for making the conversation pop today. Y'all were my in studio, out of studio guests. So I appreciate you. And feedback always, if there's some things that you want to see here on the Queen Network, let me know, and we're going to make it pop and we're going to make it happen. So make sure you stay tuned in for next week for our guests. I never really like to reveal the guests ahead of time. I guess I should start doing that, but I always feel like, ooh, I got a surprise for y'all. So I never want to just like put it out there, but make sure you are following me on social media. I am Queen Fierce. I think this is the first time I told you my social media on show. Queen PHIERCE. If you happen to pop in on the YouTube or not follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'm Queen PHIERCE on Instagram and Facebook. You can send me an email, queenfierce@gmail.com. Or my personal favorite, of course, just slide right in my DMs because you know I like that. Excuse me. Okay. Let me make sure before we head out. How many times did I hit these flowers today? I need to know. But it was a magnificent prop. I'm glad that I brought them. They made my whole life today. It's beautiful. I hope I have some every week to bring to share with you guys. Um, so great big shout out to our sponsor, of course, New Voices for Reproductive Justice. Thank you so much for believing in Queen Fierce and the Queen Network right here on A Radio as we believe in you and all that you're doing for brown women and girls and our rights for repro justice. If you would like to volunteer or donate, you can hit them up at www.newvoicespittsburgh.org or follow them on Instagram at New Voices, the number 4RJ. Are all hearts and minds clear? Because y'all had it, y'all had it lit when C Rice was talking about I was lit. Y'all had it lit on here. This was a heck of a conversation that I'm definitely gonna go back through and respond to like all of the comments, or at least go back and get the juice and see if it's anything that I missed. So thank you everybody who tuned in on Facebook Live and YouTube Live today. If you come across the video, make sure you're sharing it with friends. And I guess I need to get out of here. I will catch y'all next Queen Crush Wednesday. That is next week, 1 week. Excuse me, from today, and I'll have some more fantastic stuff to tell you that will be in reference to the education, motivation, celebration, and elevation of the everyday queen. You and me, we are connecting queens consciously. Peace and God bless.
The Queen Walk is not for the faint of heart or for those who tread lightly. When we step, you hear us coming because one queen can sound like a stampede. There is purpose to be fulfilled, and taking a half step is like taking 2 steps back. We didn't ask to be royal, we asked for faith. We asked for stability. We asked for loyalty. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for broken hearts or tenacity or to be the face of reconciliation. No. We asked for strength and blessings and lollipops and rainbows, a fairy tale. Not this dream come true. Listen up, y'all. The Queen Walk is so heavy, our stiletto steps crack the crystal stair. And when we reach the top, our crowns crack the glass ceiling. And when it breaks, We just fixed it so no one will notice. Piece by piece, we seal what was once broken. We quickly collect what's ours so no one mistakes it for trash. We've learned how to heal ourselves. We've learned how to be this thing we did not ask for. We've learned to be queen, and only we can understand our language enough to teach it to someone else. Only we can say the things that will penetrate to the holes in our souls and the cracks in our hearts. Only we can raise royalty. Only we can raise each other. We are queen, the unproclaimed rulers of kingdoms and lands and households, the adhesive to our community, the resolution even in places where we don't know the answer. We are queen. We are who we've been waiting for, and we are heart strong, and we walk heavy, and we talk softly, but we speak mightily. And this walk, the queen's walk, is ours.